Welcome to Lawfolds Farm, episode 35, with me, MrSealyp. Perfect. Next step on this brand new episode of Lawfolds Farm will be sheep. Question is, how many? Doesn't really matter. I want to have a large flock. So, I'm thinking about 500,000. That takes me to 332. Nope. Keep going. Let's make it 400. Oh, good grief, that's a lot of money. I'm going to make that money back. Right, I am now at a flock of 400 sheep. That's going to cost me, whoa, 789,600. Yes, I do want to. Jeepers creepers. Okay, that's going to mean now, let's have a look at the... Yes, they need everything and lots of it, but it does mean the reproduction rate will have risen and the amount they're producing will be, hopefully, quite impressive. Overnight while I was doing the silage harvest, I got those 4, so, yep, let's get working on them then. These poplars just don't want to finish growing. I don't know why, they're taking forever. I've decided the price is so good for the wool, it seems daft leaving them sitting there waiting to get a full trailer, when by the time I get a full trailer the price could be much lower. So, as soon as I've made a complete fluff last time of recording this bit, what I'll do first... I know I can do it automatically, but it just looks cooler. Undo those tension straps. Excellent. Drive into the sell point and watch them go. Fantastic. 159,000. That will do for the wall, won't it? Might have parked a little bit too close. I'm going to climb over the computer. Now, what I also have done, and it's been delivered actually to the farm, which actually hasn't helped me. I have purchased. I got rid of the Bergman Repex, and I've got the Tigo XR 75D, the Lely loading wagon, forage wagon. It's 42,000 litres, and I'm going to need it because the sheep, I'm kind of working on them at the moment. Water's now filled up, but the hay, I used everything I had. I'm thinking I've got more now, they're going to be needing a lot more. I'll get the bigger loading wagon. So that's been delivered to the main farm at Lawfolds. So I'm going to take this back to East Law, and then I'll whiz over and collect it. I'm not sure whether this tractor's going to have the horsepower to pull it when it's full though, so plus I'm going to need to do some grass cutting, some mowing. I need hay bales over at Lewisk, so I'm going to need to do a load of grass cutting and tethering and baling and all sorts as well. But again, that's another one I might do a little bit of it on screen, but most of it off screen because it takes a while and you've seen it before. I am going to finish off feeding the pigs. I've got wheat or barley, and then what else I've got left to do. A few bits, but the sky is looking grim. It says cloudy with sunny intervals, but it doesn't look too clever. Using up the last of the barley, or some of the barley anyway, because I'm going to do the please don't take all of it. Oh, you so-and-so. So I'm going to do the barley harvest on that field. How much of it have they used? How much they need? That's close enough to full. Happy with that. So I'm going to need canola, sunflowers. I'm not using soybean. Oh yeah, sugar beet. That's why we have it here. Just such an occasion, although they need a tiny bit of this. That should be way more than I'm going to need. Yep. Way more. Still doesn't matter. Do need to get some grass cutting done because those sheep are going to go hungry. One of those weird realisations of the day. I don't know what's the matter with me. Field 21 is ready to harvest. That's got soybean in, so I'm thinking I'll leave that in there. I'll wait till the soybean fields are ready. I'll wait till I get a good price for soybean, and then I'll harvest it. I thought, why am I leaving it in the field? I can harvest it and put it into storage, and then wait for a better price, and then sell it. Just to get the trailer to go backwards and forwards rather than having to harvest and sell it. I don't know why I was doing that. So that, with that in mind, I've purchased this little beauty, an extra large silo to add to these. It's not an extra large silo. It's a large silo extra to those ones. That makes more sense. Anyway, so last thing to do for the pigs, and then I'll move on to possibly some grass cutting, we'll see. Canola, I've got plenty of that. That's the only thing I've got. With an expanding farm, and I'm thinking it's more of a farm estate now. It's not just a farm anymore. With an expanding farm estate comes more equipment. I was thinking of going for a different harvester. There's the slot count, which is obviously an issue. Not a huge issue. I've got 500 and something slots, I think, but this is the biggest capacity. It's faster. I've got one already. I'm going to go for a kind of New Holland harvester fleet. I have got the case as well, so I've now got 3 harvesters because I've got a lot of fields, and if they all need doing, not necessarily at the same time, or if I want to do a harvest quickly, having 3 harvesters running, it's always better than 2 harvesters, let's be honest. So that one's done. 21 needs harvesting. I'm just going to check that. I'm sure that's right. Growth. Yeah, field 21's ready to harvest. Plus I need to do the barley harvest down on 34 for some straw swaths, so I can get a couple of harvesters running in conjunction. Now the other thing I thought with that is, if I've got 2 different harvesters or 3 harvesters running 2 or 3 fields, maybe different crops, I've only got 1 trailer. I mean, I've got the one on the lorry, so I need another trailer. So rather than get another Joskin Drakkar, I thought I would go with the Agroliner. This one was the, cannot for the life of me remember, TAW? Back into the trailers. Yes, the TAW 30. That's a 45,000 litre. I've got a Drakkar already, which is 47,000 litres. 2,000 litre difference. It's really not very much at all. And oh yes, of course, we need a new tractor. I haven't used the Bluepower, I don't think, since Goldcrest Valley. I do like the T7. It's a great tractor. I say that about all the tractors, but it's a great tractor. And it also dawned on me that when I got the Lely Tigo loading wagon, that requires 200 horsepower to pull it. So over at the sheep farm, my little T6 160 hasn't got the oomph to pull it. So I thought, oh, I need another tractor, you know. Why not? Splash out. So I'm going to get this going over on field 21, and I'll use that to collect the soybean, and I'll probably put the soybean into storage. I mean, one of the places is doing it 4,000 at the moment, which, you know, you're not going to get a much better price than that. Why does it always put these the wrong way round? Not the wrong way round, you know what I mean? It's facing an awkward direction. Beacon's on. Let's get this over to field 21. I've also added a couple of storage sheds at Lawfolds, because of all this equipment and another trailer and another tractor. I was trying to work out where I was going to put everything. Now I know I've got a load of storage space over at Lewis, which is frustrating because I could stick a load of stuff over there. The problem is, whenever you want to use it, Lawfolds is kind of central on the map, and it's kind of a good hub for sending stuff out. It might well be I will start sending or putting bits of equipment over there. I might sting a harvester over that side, and we'll sort of see. Most of my fields are over this direction at the moment, so we'll see how we get on. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to harvest these poplars in this state. It's definitely not showing on the map as being ready. I don't know why they're taking so much longer than any other crop to be ready. I'm sure they will be at some point soon. Let's open this up. This just gives me a load more options. If I do want to do a big harvest or a quick harvest, or I want to do multiple things, I can just get, you know, field 23. I could harvest in no time if I've got all the harvesters running on it. Close that up. Be careful. So I'm going to get the soybean off this. I might sell it directly, or I might just put it in storage. I don't know at the moment. Seeing as I'm a little strapped for cash at the moment. But it does mean I'm getting the equipment I want or need for the farm. I might also look at another field. Not that I haven't got enough fields. I'm thinking of the one opposite, just here, and then ploughing this one through and having another kind of Uber field. I'll whiz over in a moment and have a look and see what that costs. I'm going to back this up and then go again, so it's a bit neater. This is a quick old harvester for getting around. Okay, set him off. Adios, muchachos. Right, I want to check this field out. In my ever-growing search for fields, yeah, this is a bit of a monster, I find myself over here at field 6. I've got quite a few fields that are all very, very central. I bought field 4, I've got field 11 that's up here. I did think about maybe going for one of the ones down this side of the map, because I haven't really been over that side very much. And then I came over to here to 6, and I thought that's an interesting one. Then now saying that, there's wheat over here on 20. Bear with me 1 second. Field number 20. I haven't done a lot of work for Gary Turner apparently. The others over the other side, I assume he owns a lot of the fields over here. I'm going to do this contracting job for him, and I might buy the field. Or I might do a few contracting jobs for him and see what I end up putting in it. Oh look, another Bluepower. After all that. Yeah, I'm going to do a contracting job for him. Different part of the map. Be interesting to do some work over here. And why not? That was brilliant. It's just eating into my time. Open this up. Oh, we've got another wobbling tractor. Whoa, that has got the shakes, serious shakes. Right, I'm going to do this contracting job on here. See how much the price drops. See what the next contracting job offers. I might do a few contracting jobs off screen, see if I can get the price of this field down a little bit. Like, again, I'm not short of money, I could just buy it outright, but, you know. Why would you spend way more than you need to? Well, that got us a colossal 13,900. More than 14,000 actually. 14,000. Exciting. What is happening now? Currently no missions available. Was it me, or was that field way more expensive a minute ago? Or was I thinking the other one further over? 7.43 hectares, 288,000. I'm going to buy it. It's been slurried, but there are no jobs available. That's peculiar. Why would I be slurry spreading after the event? Oh, it's already been sowed. Okay. The only problem with it, of course, is that it's going to need ploughing the next time I do it. But I now have a field, and it has wheat in. There we go. Okay, right. Let's check on workers. That harvester must be full by now, surely. Make sure I get run over crossing the road. Jump the fence. Yep, the harvest has been sitting for a while, probably while I was doing that contract. I'm even considering buying a third plough as well. Again, for some of those big fields, get 3 tractors running, 3 ploughs, be done in no time. And he's the right side. He's doing a grand job. And there he goes on his merry way. I'm really puzzled. I know I keep saying it, but these poplars are baffling me. Why are they not ready? Why are they taking so much longer? I want to do the poplar harvest. Slight sway in the breeze. The sky is still looking rather foreboding. Oh, grass cutting. I said that I'd put the Lely Tigo over by the sheep farm, and I needed to do the sheep, didn't I? Right, I'm going to leave this to it. Sheep, I need to cut grass. Got to use this because it's got the row crops on it, and grab the mower attachments. And then got the top end of field 39 and just cut a load, fill up that the new loading wagon. I'll have a quick whiz around the yard and show the new containers in a minute. I can get, obviously that will go in it, the cultivator and maybe a tractor or another piece of equipment with it. I bought the extra Maestro in the last episode, which is around the corner. I've just bought another tractor, which means one tractor's already been displaced. I've just bought another trailer, that's going to go in one of the ones up there. I bought this small shelter there so I could put the FR850 forage harvester into it. And like I say, there is a lot of barn storage, or a lot of storage, over at Lewis, which is just over there. But when you're doing field work around sort of the central area, it's a lot of moving the stuff around, so yeah, I just thought I'd make it a little bit easier. Those small shelters are only 4,000 each, I think, so it doesn't break the bank. We'll go in this end, I think. And I'll go from about halfway, which is probably around here-ish. The sheep field's just over there. Sheep pasture. We'll go with pasture, sheep pen, whatever you want to call it. Right, let's open that out. Open that, open that. Drop it down. And away we go. We have done this before. It was quite a few episodes back, and you might not have seen me doing it before. It's an interesting setup. If you want to do hay, you can put a tedder on the back rather than the windrower. Still holding out for the Chrome Big M. I just would die if that came up on the mod hub. Was watching Daggerwin yesterday on Sandy Bay, and he had the modded version of it on PC. It's such a cool bit of kit, absolutely brilliant. I will see you shortly, when hopefully I will have a lot more grass cut and windrowed ready for collection. I've done 2-3 circuits round. Turn off the engine. And lift, 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 fold, fold, fold. If I do need any more, then I'll cut some more. But just through the gate here should be the Fent with the new Lely Tigo XR 75D, 42,000 litres as opposed to the Repex, which was 34. The next one up is the big one, which is 50,000 I think, but this should be okay for what we need. Now I'm thinking actually the T6 160 should be able to pull this, but it just won't be able to operate it because obviously it requires power through the PTO. Turn it on, drop the pickup. Yeah, so I don't think it would be able to do that. Just need lowering down a little bit. There we go, just a bit. So for actual collection I can use another tractor, but maybe for moving it around to actually feed the animals, unless I just leave it backed up to the trough and they just access it whenever they want, maybe. I don't know. That way it frees up that other tractor, the T7.315. It kind of leaves it available for other use. Should fill this no problem at all. I've emptied the grain tank in the harvester over on field 21 for a second time. It's now saying it has a nearly full grain tank. That'll be the third emptying. So let's miss a load. I'm sure it'll be fine. So we're not going to be far off full by the time we get around to the gate again. Rippling away as it comes in. And there we go. That's us full. So I'm going to go and top up the grass for the sheep, then I'm going to come round and top this up again, fill it up. I've cut way more grass than I need, but I could always come and bale some and take it over for the cows. Or I could go over with the tedder, re-tedder it, then windrow it. It becomes a bit of a mess after that, but rather than waste it, leave it sitting there. not going to make the mistake I normally do. I'm going to empty this first. There's a sheep underneath it. That's fantastic. I wonder what that was sticking out of it. I thought there's something brown there. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, back that up and fill this up. I'm glad I cut as much grass as I did. This might... I thought it was going to take all of it then. Okay, I'm going to go and fill this back up again, but that's the sheep done now then. 400 sheep. I've got all the water and all the grass they'll need for 6 days, but I will top them up every now and again. So this last offload from field 21, and I've still got that Bluepower rocking away, and I'm going to sell it. They're paying just over 4,000 for 1,000 litres over at Aberdeen Grain, which is actually directly over there. You can just see the building, or the roof of the building. So I'm going to take that and sell that straight away. I don't need to plough this again because this was ploughed just before the last, well, this crop. So this just needs to be cultivated. I'm thinking as well, I did say this probably 2 or 3 episodes back, maybe I need to get a second cultivator. That might also be something I need to do as well. And that little storage shelter, I've got one in it. I've just put the Fent in there for the time being, but I could always just do that. Have both the cultivators in there, that way I know where they are. Right, let's open that header out. Drop it down. Disconnect. Close up the harvester. And that can go back to the yard in a minute. That's weird. That just seemed incredibly low, but that's connected to the right place. Ignore me, I was panicking for a minute then. Okay, into the Bluepower. If it ever stops rocking, let's go to Aberdeen Grain. This feels heavy. What did I say this one was? This is a 45,000 litre, I think, isn't it? And the Joskin Dracar's a 47. So I'm not far off a full trailer actually for this. So here we are up at Aberdeen Grain. See what we get for this little lot. Quite a bit by the look of it. Just 175,000. Wow, that was certainly worth doing. Another interesting episode draws to a close. We've sorted the animals out. We bought some new machinery, new T7.315, new trailer, new harvester, new loading wagon, new field 20 down there. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you found it entertaining in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.